Caitlin Clark's boyfriend aims to defy 0.8% odds as Connor McCaffery's Butler dominate in Big East showdown. That matter returned 3 years ago to re-inject life into the Butler Bulldogs after several years out of the game. The team showed real progress in year 2, but regressed in his third season with a mere 9-13 overall record and a 2-9 record in Big East play. However, this season has something special. It's their assistant coach and Caitlin Clark's boyfriend, Connor McCaffery, determined to change the scenario for the Butler roster. And he finally did. Following a high-level playing career, Connor has had the opportunity to both contribute and learn alongside one of the best staffs in the NBA. Mattis said in a statement, and thankfully for the head coach, it is translating in bits as it may. The Butler Bulldogs just pulled off an absolutely dominant performance, leaving Seton Hall in their dust with a crushing 84-54 victory. It all came after all 5 starters scored in double figures with standout performances from Pierre Brooks, who led with 14. Both McCaffery and Cack followed him with 13 points each. This marks a significant achievement, as the Bulldogs have been far from favorites this season. According to the latest bracketology projections, the Bulldogs' chances to make it to March Madness are slim, an almost laughable 0.8%. They're also carrying an automatic bid probability of just 0.7% and an at-large bid of 0.1%. Even a no 12 seed is considered a long shot, with just a 0.4% chance. Simply put, the Bulldogs aren't exactly setting the court on fire, but if their recent performance is any indicator, they might just be gearing up to prove the experts wrong. Butler's performance against Seton Hall was nothing short of clinical. They shot a blistering 58% from the field and 50% from beyond the arc. All this was enough to end up with a season-high 12 made three-pointers. In fact, Butler's 33-point victory was their second largest of the season, showcasing their ability to shine when the moment is right. It's hard not to imagine how far this team could go with a little more consistency and some luck on their side. Connor's consistency meets Caitlin Clark's magic, a winning formula. For most of the offseason, Clark has spent time at Butler's game arenas. Unexpectedly, her presence at games has brought a change in fortune for the Butler Bulldogs. On January 16, she was spotted at Hinkle Fieldhouse supporting the Bulldogs against the same opponent, Seton Hall. It was the moment when the Bulldogs ended their 42-day losing streak. Her presence seemed to work some magic as the Bulldogs defeated Seton Hall 82-77. This came after she missed a game against Houston on December 7, 2024, which marked the start of the team's 9-game losing streak. While her earlier visits coincided with the team's continued misfortunes, her presence did bring back the narrative of her being a symbolic lucky charm. But, of course, it isn't something to rely on. Butler's roster needs to step up. They've proven their potential tonight and previously on January 28 game against No. 9 Marquette. Butler's Jamel Telfort led all scorers with 24 points. Not just that, but he also complemented it with 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And the best part is he's not alone. Pierre Brooks is right there to support him. During the January 25 game against DePaul, he scored 29 points, a season high, while grabbing 13 rebounds in Butler's 86-69 victory. But still, Butler has a long way to go. What do you think? Will they be able to make it to the tournament or not? The NBA Rookie of the Year Caitlin Clark set to participate in LPGA golf event in November. Apparently not satisfied with becoming one of the dominant forces in the WNBA, 2024 Rookie of the Year Caitlin Clark is set to compete in a Pro-Am golf event in November. The Indiana Fever superstar will appear at the Annika, the penultimate tournament on the LPGA Tour, hosted by golf legend Annika Sorenstam from November 11 to 17. As well as playing in the Pro-Am event on November 13, Clark will also feature as a panelist at the Women's Leadership Summit the day before as part of the event in Florida. I love golf, so the opportunity to play in the Pro-Am for a tournament with a legend like Annika Sorenstam's name on it is so exciting, the 22-year-old said in a release. I'm looking forward to seeing all the LPGA players on the driving range, being part of the Women's Leadership Summit, and, of course, teeing it up in the Pro-Am with Annika. This will not be the first time that Clark has tried her hand at the sport, having played in a Pro-Am event at the John Deere Classic in July 2023 alongside Ludwig Aberg and 2023 U.S. Ryder Cup captain Zach Johnson. Clark and her team finished 5 under par that day. The rookie has just completed a historic season in the WNBA, having been selected by the Fever as the No. 1 overall pick in the 2024 draft. Clark broke the league record for assists in a single season,